Hello and welcome to TempestStrikeComms commentary. I am your host, Spraak.
And I'm CJ.
He's a new companion of mine.
Yes.
I've dragged him along to these recordings. You'll be seeing much more of him in the videos to come.
Hopefully not seeing Dan. I imagine I won't be an avatar in any of these games that we're going to be commenting on. But I'm happy to be heard.
Well, I can put you in as a little icon and down the bottom doing a little dance if you like.
Love it. Love it.
Anyway, today we will be playing... when it comes up. If it comes up.
This is one of these long black loading screens, is it?
It is.
And your memory card was sufficient in this case?
It was.
Lucky.
Yes. I actually went out and bought a new one for this. Because I ran out of space in my old one.
See, that's the thing which you have with the old PlayStations, and I loved it. That you actually had to buy a new memory stick just to actually load any of those games that you played.
True. Anyway, the game we are playing is Persona 4.
Persona 4? Right, it's a kind of a Japanesey one?
Oh, very Japanese. It's
Oh,
what's
no.
known as a JRPG, or Japanese role-playing game.
Really? So kind of like what Pokemon should have been, if it was in
Pretty much.
3D.
But Pokemon sorta is a JRPG. But, Pokemon's a lot different. A different engine and beast and gameplay style.
Apparently not as awesome looking characters as this.
No. This... Oh, so much awesome.
There's a Pokemon!
That's not a Pokemon, it's
Oh.
a Teddy.
Well,
I think. Spoilers! Whoops.
so we're going to be hearing more about that little character obviously later on.
Maybe.
And that card which we just saw, anything?
Well, that was explained in my previous video.
Right.
And
Well, I'll have to go back and watch it.
yes, you should seriously do your research, man. Anyway, Persona 4, part of the Shin Megami Tensei series. I think I pronounced that right. Shin Megami Tensei is a video game, I guess, franchise of Atlas, which is a video game presented by Atlas, as you can see there. And they're known for their incredibly hard gameplay and
Really?
incredibly hard games and intriguing stories.
Puzzle styles, is it?
No, just some bosses can be really dickish.
But see, is that fair in game playing? You know, at some points you have to realise that, hey, you know, there are plebs like myself who's probably not as an avid gamer as you.
But
We have to be able to play it too.
there's that, but there's also other games you can play. I think Shin Megami Tensei is more for veteran RPGs.
Oh, right. So you're telling me.
Yeah.
Sorry. See.
Try not to play this as your first game.
Well, here's the difficulty. See, I would have gone beginner.
Beginner's actually quite easy. It gives you 10 items that instantly revive you if you die. Like
That's okay.
if your entire party dies in this, this item will revive you so you can continue the battle. In every other difficulty level, you don't get that. And you can't find these items anywhere in game. It's like the beginner is the only place you can find those items.
But I could also like use a cheat and get more, could I?
You can, but who does that? Who cheats?
Well,
It's cheating. It's called cheating for a reason. Anyway.
so we're seeing an opening screen a bit like what you'd see in The Matrix. I'm expecting Agent Smith to get out of the car.
Yep. Sure. That's... The guy looks nuts. Well, I guess you could call him Agent Smith, but
Okay.
we'll be introduced to a specific character in a second,
Sure.
who's in most, if not all, Persona series. Not the chick. She's new. She's unique to this game.
Right, so they've got a regular character callback, they
Yeah.
keep using. This guy.
Yep.
Old Big Nose, is it?
His name will be revealed soon.
Right.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Quite a creepy old man.
He is. Should be in Gringotts Bank.
Yes.
Yes.
Even.
Yes, and.
Yes, and... I've never made that connection before.
It seems we have a guest with an intriguing destiny.
It's like a cross between a gnome from Gringotts and Monty Burns.
Igor.
True,
I am
yes.
delighted
But his
to
name's
make your
Igor, so he's obviously...
acquaintance.
Yes. There we go. There's his name, Igor.
Igor.
Done.
He's progressed since being Frankenstein's
Bizarre looking
assistant.
man. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a room
And yeah, Frankenstein's assistant. He now has gloves, which I don't think Frankenstein's assistant ever had. Anyway, this guy is quite an important figure in the Persona series, as he aids you with your personas, rather.
So he's a good guy.
He's a good guy. He's
would
very
not have
helpful.
picked that.
He's helpful, but ambiguously so.
So here we're getting your name, Spraak, are we?
No, we are getting the name Strike, which is our... Another thing about these games is you input your last name first and then your first name last.
Sure.
So we are inputting our last name as Strike, and our first name is Tempest, since we are, of course, TempestStrikeComms, or commentaries.
And I love how the whole animation style is totally anime. It's like, I don't think I've played personally an anime game
Yeah.
like this, which is outstanding to see. Like, I haven't played the Final Fantasy games either, and I imagine they're similar in style to the animation tape, the later versions.
Not really. This is very... This is more anime-ish, or esque, than Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy's... It has Japanese elements, but it's not the similar style as you would see in an anime TV show, which is pretty much what this game is.
Right.
Like the character images in the corner and the cutscenes, anime-esque, whereas...
Which reminds me as well of the old game Dune for PC.
Dune?
Yes, they use that sort of character design.
Interesting. I've never played that.
You'll have to go back and play that one now.
I will do that.
So, he's telling the fortune of your character.
Yes, and these tarot are a major part in Persona series, which I have also explained in my first video.
And maybe a dumb question, but is it actually, in this game, if I start a new game, is it going to be a different tarot?
No, it's always the same tarot,
always the
because
same.
it's explaining the process of the main story, basically, like this main character. The story's pretty linear, like you don't get to choose what happens. Well, there are a couple of different endings, but
essentially it's a very linear game.
Very much so. But it's fun, it's incredibly fun, and there's so much to do, it doesn't feel linear.
Sure.
Until you like analyse the overall story, you're like, okay, yeah, fair enough. And there are many points in this game where you can fail.
Right, they enjoy that.
They love that.
Atlas enjoys doing that type of thing for you.
I am not sure which Shin Megami Tensei game it was, but one of them has a boss where one of the first attacks you use is an instant kill spell for your entire party, with like a very, very high chance of succeeding.
So the idea is that you wipe out your party before you even begin.
Yep.
And that sort of buggers you up for the rest of the whole game?
No, the final boss. Like,
oh, okay.
This guy's an absolute dick. He's like the devil himself.
Right.
Because, as we know, Persona and Shin Megami Tensei deal quite a fair bit in demonology.
More of that, obviously, in your other commentaries.
Yes. Well, in my explanation vid of Tarot and Persona and Shin Megami Tensei demonology.
Well, here we go. Now that's getting interesting.
Yeah, now we get a lady in a bikini.
Typical anime style, as we'd say. Have to have a bikini.
I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, her name is Rise Kujikawa.
Who cares what her name is? Look at that.
Magic.
It was.
Now we get a panel show.
Sure.
But, yeah. This is just sort of set up for the rest of the game. Not much is going on here at the moment. Stuff, really. Okay. Nothing important.
Waiting at a Tokyo train station.
Yes, because the main character is from Tokyo moving to a small country town.
Okay, is this the main character, this gentleman here?
Yes.
I see.
It says, this is Tempest Strike.
Well, I'm sure that you all know already, but at the end of this month, he will be transferring to another school.
He's loved by his old students back in Tokyo.
Right, so he's an ex-school teacher.
Not done yet.
No.
He's not.
Oh, it's by students, by his fellow students, I meant.
Fellow students.
Sorry, my bad. Fucking whoops. The Japanese train system. If it's more than 5 minutes late, you get a free train trip.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I learnt that on Top Gear.
Not from standing in front of a Japanese train?
No. And that sudden inflection in his voice was due to a major catastrophe that could have happened but was prevented. We could have died, but we didn't.
Dan
We're still here.
slipping up on his chair.
Yeah. I fell off my chair. It was stable on the ground, I just fell off it. Happens to me often. I forget how to sit on chairs. So here we see news about a woman who is having an affair with her husband. Mm-hmm. Not this child. Yeah. The child is not the wife to that man. That would be fucking weird.
But is that a potential thing for Atlas? Do they ever do any sort of controversial?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Probably not that controversial. But there is a persona that I will be aiming to get later in this playthrough, probably at about part 70-ish, because this is going to be a long playthrough.
Hold on to your hat.
It's a persona called Mara. It's basically a scaly green penis with tentacles riding a chariot.
Right. Okay.
I'm not even joking. That exists.
How
That's a demon / persona in this.
Did you make it yourself, or that's actually something that's designed in the game?
Something designed in the game.
And it's actually a scaly...
green penis riding a chariot.
I'm looking forward to seeing that as just a matter of interest.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing. I aim to have it in this game because it's such a silly thing. Anyway, this man here is...
Welcome to Inaba.
Ryotaro Dejima?
Yep, that's him.
Funny that.
And he is your uncle. He changed your diapers when you were a kid. And this is also our first instance of getting to choose a reaction to a specific statement or question. And the other character will respond depending on what you say.
But obviously very limited, and it doesn't affect later gameplay.
Well, some choices you can make can up your stats, which I'll explain when we have a stat up to make it context-wise. Actually, no, I'll explain it now. You have 5 stats: courage, academics, charm, diligence, and expression.
Okay.
I think charm. Ow! I shall have to look back on that.
The young child has whacked her father.
Yeah. It's Japan.
Bit backwards.
These 5 stats,
5 stats
are very important to the gameplay outside of the dungeon world, where you're talking to people.
You say dungeon world. We haven't obviously been introduced to that yet.
No, that's not for a long time.
That's coming in.
That's probably in about part 11 or 12.
Sure. So at the moment we're just in Tokyo, or in a regional city.
Inaba.
Inaba.
It's a little marshlands area. But these stats, they govern certain things, like you can't start social links, which we'll explain later, with people with certain people unless you have a specific level in your stat, like expression or diligence or charm, or courage even.
Really?
Yeah.
Having the courage to wander up.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Gas station attendant.
You can't at all do like a Grand Theft Auto and
No.
take away the car.
You have no control over this bit. Literally the first half hour to an hour, you have barely any control whatsoever. You might make a couple of choices.
A massive cutscene.
Sort of. 2.5 hours of tutorial, basically.
See, but don't you find that gets frustrating in any game? Like, surely you should at least have, you've got Call of Duty where you can straight away, you're getting into it, you're shooting, you're running, you're doing training, but in a very, very interactive way. This, it's almost an extended movie that you're...
As true as that is, I sort of like it because it's setting up the rest of the game. Like this bit here, I don't know. Is it important? Is it not important?
Does it surprise
You're telling me that it's going to affect something later?
Oh,
There's so
no.
little to do. I'm sure you'll report
Right.
back.
So watch
You'll
closely.
either be hanging out with your friends
This
or doing
petrol
part-time
dishing
jobs.
out attendant.
Woman.
Which we're actually
Thing.
looking for
Is it a
part-time
woman?
help.
Oh,
Is it a
now-
woman? Is it a woman?
Dan-
Exactly.
Well, we've just established then,
Give us a
Spraak, that
thought
it's
later.
a woman. Okay.
I don't mind if you're
I guess the voice would have implied that, but But
You never know.
it is an
Could be
Atlas
Mara
production.
in disguise.
Who?
Mara,
Oh,
the
I
penis.
should get.
Have you just given away a whole
No,
cliff?
that was a joke.
Well,
I'm not going to give away spoilers that quickly. I'll start giving away spoilers in part 2. Part 1, meh. Part 2, spoiler alert, central people.
I
Look
see.
out.
Did you get car sick? You don't look too good.
you don't look too
Yeah.
good either in that, actually. You made a terrible avatar.
Yeah, I know.
Doesn't look anything like you.
Well, I am going grey.
Oh. That's from all the game playing.
Yeah.
Against
So much stress.
Against these difficult bosses.
Oh, yes. And here we are at the Dojima residence.
Mm-hmm.
I want one of those sliding wooden doors. They're amazing. So much fun.
Yeah,
I just
so
want to live in Japan for a year. I reckon it'll be fun.
do it.
I will. I have to learn the language first.
Yeah. Arigato.
Go inside. Although I don't know if I should be saying that. since
And then,
I'm
of course, you'd have to sit on one of these. That's how you eat your tea.
I know.
And with chopsticks. I mean, they want to challenge
I know how
you
to use
even
chopsticks.
in the eating stage, you know.
It cramps my hand, but I like using chopsticks. I learn. I'm learning. Ing.
And the drink of choice here. I noticed they haven't got any product placement in this one. Well, it would seem, yes.
Well, you can't really see it because of like the models.
Uh-huh.
But we got product placement with magic drink before.
Did we?
Bikini girls drinking magic.
Aha. Yes, can't escape. Okay.
Yeah. Also, in the top right corner, you will see a calendar type thing.
Mm-hmm.
It tells you the date, the time of day it is,
Evening,
and the weather.
The weather is umbrella.
Raining.
Well, it doesn't say raining, it says umbrella.
Umbrella. You assume raining.
Well, in other countries, they may just take an umbrella for the sun.
If you live in Transylvania, maybe.
Yep.
Is that a country?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Wait. Pennsylvania's.
Pennsylvania is a state in the United States.
But Transylvania exists.
Transylvania exists.
Okay. I'm
And it's
showing my
much-
ignorance here.
And it's further away from
So where is it?
this place
Okay.
than...
All right, I'm on my way.
Japan.
Well, I know we're in Japan, but...
Inaba.
Inaba. There we go.
And Ryotaro Dojima is a detective in the police agency.
Okay. So going back to the top right-hand corner, 04/11M,
Yep.
what is that exactly?
That would be
Uh-huh.
the 4th month. So that's May.
Yep.
No. April. April.
April.
11th day. And it would M denotes Monday.
Sure. Okay.
Because
Is this going to assist, like, later in the game? Do you need to know dates?
at the start of the game you need to know dates.
Right.
Like, because the game progresses day by day, basically.
Okay, and is it time...
No, it doesn't have time, but
Dependent?
specific actions will take up that whole chunk of day. Like,
Right.
spending a day with someone will take up the afternoon. And in the evening you can do specific tasks like study, go to bed, read a book, build a model. If you have a model to build, go work.
We'll have
to
models
earn
to
mon-
build.
We'll have models to build.
And work to perform.
Work to perform.
Right.
We need to remain diligent
Uh-huh.
and express ourselves correctly. Use the courage and our knowledge to charm those people.
So, in a nutshell, the idea behind this game. What is the basic premise?
My dad's a detective.
Shit. Very good question. Mm-hmm. It's basically the story of it is a murder mystery,
Okay.
as we'll discover soon. But basically, the premise of the game is to solve that mystery by doing things that will be explained in the next few parts.
Solving a murder mystery.
Solving a murder mystery.
So there's not going to be any fighting. There's not going to be so much as, it's like a first person, or even a third person sort of...
It's a third person. You'll see the battle, the gameplay from about part 10. Like, I can't really explain it well. It's better to just see it and believe.
See and believe. That's
Exactly.
how I like it.
Ah, Junez. This is the best song ever.
Come see for yourself
Wait for it.
and get in touch with our products. Every day's great at your Junez.
That's it.
Brilliant.
That's the jingle.
Best jingle ever.
Sing it for us, Dan.
Every day's great at your jeunesse.
Oh, outstanding. I think that was better than the actual one they showed on the TV.
Because I did things with my voice.
Oh.
And that is the end of part 1. Join us next time for part 2.